Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to do a whip and chat, and I'm going to do a tag. It's the diamond painting tag. But first I'm going to start off with update about my weekend. I worked the weekend. I worked 36 hours. I made it through like a champ. So hard. But yeah, I made it through. I survived the weekend shift. It is the long weekend here in Canada. Today was my normal day off, but it is a holiday for everybody. My daughter's home. She's still sleeping. Yeah, teenage life. So, they had overtime for today, and they asked me if I wanted to go, and I'm like, heck no. They're like, oh, but we're gonna make hot dogs. I don't care. I'd rather stay home and diamond paint than go there for a shift when I'm home anyways getting paid for it. So that is the end of that. So that's pretty much had a boring weekend. I didn't watch very many videos. I woke up this morning at 4 o'clock in the morning because I'm used to getting up at that hour. And I caught up on some videos. I watched all of Rachel Ray's videos. I love her. If you haven't checked her out, go check her out. She's awesome. She's one of the very first diamond painting channels that I started watching on YouTube. And my top 4 diamond painting channels on YouTube are, and probably everybody that subscribes to me already probably subscribes to everybody that is on this channel, on these channels. So not in any particular order. My 4 top favorites are that I watch a lot of. They get a lot of my viewing time. I'm not saying I don't watch everybody, because I do, but I watch them a lot. Rachel Ray, Stitch Teresa, Miss Coffee, Miss Crochet and Coffee, and Diamond Wolf Pack. Those are my top 4 favorites. So, and they're my top 4 favorites, but plus they also put out a lot of content like almost every single day. So that's probably why I also watch a lot of them. And when I first started diamond painting, well, this will probably, I don't know if this is a question or not. When I first started diamond painting, I was watching preschool teacher addicted to diamond painting. And that's how, because when I first started diamond painting, I'm like, I got my canvas and I'm like, oh, there's gotta be, I had the owl and it had the clear cover, and I'm like, there's gotta be a better way than doing it, because the lady that I bought the diamond painting off, excuse me, the lady I bought the diamond painting off of, she's like, just peel a corner back and then just start diamond painting. Well, I'm like, I was starting to do that, going off to the side, but I'm like, oh, there's so much, and it was just a partial at the time that I was doing. So I decided, well, I'm going to go on YouTube and see how other people do it, because there's got to be there's a video on YouTube for everything, right? There's got to be videos about diamond painting. So I found her and I really, really liked her, but I kind of found her almost at the time where she stopped filming. So then I just started watching other people, and I have so many people on my list of people I watch, and I watch them all faithfully. I love them all. I love their lives. I love everything about the YouTube. Like, when I get into something, I go in all the way. And YouTube helps you out in so many ways that way. So a lot of other people, like example, my friend, she doesn't watch YouTube, and like she thinks she's wondering like, how did I get so passionate about it? But this is why. Like, she diamond paints, yeah, for a little bit, but she doesn't diamond paint like I do. I just enjoy it so much. Like, and I don't have a husband, and I don't have little kids at home, and you know what I mean? So like, this fills in my time. And she diamond paints differently than I diamond paint. Like, there's no right way or wrong way of doing something. So yeah, that's just my little tidbit. And let's see, let's get onto this tag. So, how did you find out about diamond painting? Well, I found out about diamond painting from my friend that I just talked about, Mo. We were out for lunch one day, and she's told me, oh, I found this new craft. It's, you put these little gems on a canvas with a pen. And I'm like, oh yeah. And she's like, yeah, I really like it. It's really relaxing and enjoyable. And I'm thinking, okay. And at the time I was working, I've already said this in my first video, I was working at the vape shop. And then when he closed the vape shop, I was home. He closed in March, but so it was a long while, because I started diamond painting in August. That's when I first contacted the lady for my first diamond painting. So it was a while, and I was like, I watched everything on Netflix, and I was just getting bored, like something to do with my spare time. So that's when I decided to contact her. So that's how I got into diamond painting, was my best friend Mo. What was your first diamond painting project? Like I said, and I have a video of all my completed projects. It was the owl. It was a crystal gem one, and it was a partial, and that was my very first. Do you prefer clear or adhesive covers? I prefer the adhesive covers, and the ones that are clear I cover in parchment paper, like I have here. This is parchment paper that I purchased from Walmart in a box that comes in a roll, kind of like tinfoil comes in a row, or saran wrap. And I just pull it out and slap it on. That's what I do with that. I wonder how long this keeps on turning off on me, because I have it on the tablet. So, what is your favorite diamond painting you have done? So far, my favorite diamond painting I have done, it's hard to say. Like, this is my favorite. This Elizabeth from Diamond Art Club is my favorite so far. But sentimentally, my favorite was the one I did of my brother, which will come up later. And I'll talk to you about that. How many diamond paintings are in your stash? Now, you guys will think this is funny, because I don't have a huge stash. I counted 10. Just 10. How many have I done since August? Probably 20. What is the what is the largest size you've completed? So the largest size that I have completed so far is a 60 by 80. That's the biggest I've done. I've also done a 50 by 70. That was pretty big too. Do you keep your spare drills? Yes, I have a video of that if you look back in my history of how I stored my spare drills. What kind of setup do you have? Where do you diamond paint? Okay, my setup is my coffee table. And my coffee table actually lifts up like a table. I don't know if you've ever seen those kind of coffee tables that lift up like a table. So, but right now I don't have it lift up for the camera because it's on the stand. So I have it sitting on the floor, which is not very comfortable when you're old to sit on the floor at the coffee table. My sister found me a drafting table, like this is a story about that. So she was walking the dog. She was walking her daughter's dog. And there's a house that sold in her neighborhood. And they threw out a drafting table, like a crafts drafting table out. And my sister goes up to the lady. She's like, oh, are you throwing this out? And she's like, yeah, it was left from the previous owners. So my sister grabbed it. Now, it has 2 brackets on it. She says one's in one of her purses that she's in the process of moving here, so she can't find it. So they have these brackets on it. Well, they fell out. This is the one that's, and she says she has another one in her purse. So I got to figure out how to get these on the drafting table. And once I do that, then I can start diamond painting on that table. But I got to figure out how to get this back in and clean it up and fix it up all nice. So yeah, that's that story about where I diamond paint. So right now it's on my living room, coffee room table, which my daughter gets very mad that I do it here because I take up the whole coffee table. And then yesterday when I was at work, oh dear, yesterday when I was at work, she texts me, something happened. I'm like, what happened? Like I got all freaked out. I'm thinking, oh, something happened to the dogs or something? Like, I was like all freaked out. She's like, with your diamond painting. And I'm like, first thing I was thinking in my head, what, Elizabeth? What happened to Elizabeth, right? And she's like, I dropped some gems. I'm like, oh my gosh. And then she says, I said, which ones? And she's like, 1 and 2. And then my heart just dropped because 1 and 2 is my AB gems. And now look at my AB gem. Yeah, they are very colorful. Why? Because she tried picking it up and I think this one opened up too. Yeah, so hopefully I'm not missing very much. She says she spent an hour and 30 minutes picking them up. So yeah, that's my container looks like right now. Lovely, right? Yeah. So anyway, next question. What kind of stuff do you have? Do you only work on one diamond painting at a time or several? Right now, I am only working on the one. I was working on that custom, but I got frustrated and I stopped. But I will have to be going back to it shortly. I have another custom coming in, and as soon as it comes in, I have to start working on it really badly. So I'll probably be working on 2 at a time there, and then before July, I'll finish that other one. Plus, I gotta look for a frame for it, which I have not yet. I still don't know if I'm gonna give it as a present. We'll see what it looks like when I'm done. I just got so frustrated with the squares, I gave up a little bit. but I will go back to it. It is turning out pretty, other than the popping drill issue. What is the biggest oops you have ever made? My most biggest oops is putting the drills in the wrong containers. I am famous for that. Famous, famous, famous for doing that. And I've dropped them. Oh yeah, I was filming a video one day for the channel, and I had this painting. No, it wasn't this one, it was my custom. I had the custom on the table, and I went to take it off because I wanted to show, I don't know, my stash or something. And I had this full of drills on top of the painting, not even thinking about these drills in this, and I just grabbed it and whipped it on the couch, and the whole tray went flying everywhere and gems everywhere. I picked up as much as I could, and I'm like, oh gosh, I know I'm gonna probably run out of that color now, but I tried to pick up as many as I could of that color. So that's my biggest whoops. Do I prefer diamond painting alone or with someone else? Now, I like both. I find, like, when I go to the diamond painting workshops, I find I get distracted a lot. Like the last time I went, there's this girl, and granted, I haven't seen her in a while. I used to work with her, and then she just sat beside me, and she was gabbing and trying to catch up, and I don't think she was really there to diamond paint. She was just there to pick one up. And I was working on my custom, and plus my custom is awful, and then people were coming over like, oh, your painting is so wonderful. Then everybody comes over, oh, where did you get your containers, my lock bolts, and stuff like that, because it's all new to this town. Like, I don't think very many of them watch YouTube or know what's in and what's the best ways to do this or do that. And every time I go, everybody's always asking me questions. Like this tray, the lady that does the workshop that owns the pink raspberry, she started ordering these trays now because of me, because she see me with it, and then she bought some for her store, which I think is kind of funny, but it's all good. I'm there to help everybody. I'm also collecting tubes for her when she starts to ship. And I do get a little bit of a discount for doing that for her. But I collect them from work. I'm not the only one that's collecting them. There is like 2 other ladies at my work that collect too, but they're on the opposite rotation of me, so we don't really, it doesn't really conflict us of getting the tubes. And I'm actually the one that benefits out the most, because I'm the only one on my rotation collecting. So I get the night shift and the day shifts, because I tell everybody to save them for me, and they do. They're happy to save them for me. So, and I collect the tubes. So that's not going to last for very much longer, because once we get the new machine up and running, we probably won't have those tubes anymore. So I'm trying to get as many as I can while we still can get them. Oh, I think I've answered this question already. How many have you finished? I think around 20. I could be wrong. I'm not 100% sure. What is your favorite type of picture to order? Wolves, landscape, Disney, etc. I've gotten pretty much, I've gotten wolves because my daughter loves wolves. So I have done 2 wolves for her. I only showed one in the picture in the video of what I have completed. but I've actually done 2. Landscapes. I haven't really done too many landscapes. Like the custom I'm working on now does have it, and then the picture I did of Sadie, my daughter, my oldest daughter's dog, it had like some trees and bush in the background because it was taken in the conservation area where we live. That's pretty much the only landscaping I have really done. I like cartoony-ish pictures. I like that one picture I have of the girl with the big eyes. I like those kind of pictures. I don't really have too much. It's just whatever I think pops out at me and that I would like to hang is really what I get. But it comes to a point where I'm not going to have very much walls on my house anymore to hang this stuff. So I get whatever appeals to me, which is very hard for me because I'm very picky, and I don't know, some things I like and some things I don't like, and now my placer isn't wanting to pick up anymore. So yeah, I don't really have a style. Whatever I think looks nice. Like there's one that I want done that I saw on AliExpress that I got the lady in town to get me. It's one of like something I'd hang up in my kitchen. And there's one on Every Moment that I really want to buy, but I'm kind of like waiting to see if it goes down in price a little bit. Is one of this little girl. It's like a cartoon one, and she's holding a cat, and then she has a bird on her head. I really like that one. It looks like it'd be colorful. Like I like color. I think that's why I like Elizabeth so much, because the colors are so bright. Like bright. I think I like bright. Like my lion that I did, it was super bright. Like I liked all those colors. So I think I like bright colors. And then I just answered this one too. What is your first YouTuber creator you have found? Like I said, it was preschool teacher addicted to diamond painting. She was the very first one that I found. There was another one that I really liked, and she stopped too. I really liked her WIP&CHATs. I can't remember her name though, but I haven't seen her on in months, so I don't think she does it anymore. Well, at least the videos anyways. She might have not stopped diamond painting. Have you ever ordered a custom? So this is the one I was going to talk to you about, my brother. So my brother passed away in 2017, December 25th, 2017. Yep, Christmas Day. He passed away. We were all devastated. To this day, my sister is not over it. He died of a heart attack. He dropped his wife off at work, came home, was snow blowing the snow, went inside for a break, and never came back out. He was supposed to go pick up his wife from work. He never showed up. She got a ride, and then that's when they found him at home. So yeah, it was kind of devastating, and my brother loved to travel. And he traveled a lot. He'd go lots of places, him and his wife. And there was one picture of one of his trips where he swam with the dolphins, and I really liked that picture of him because he's smiling so nice. So I did a custom diamond painting of that in a 60 by 80. That was my very first big canvas, was my brother. And I ended up giving it to my sister Helen for Christmas the following year, the 1-year anniversary. I gave it to my sister for Christmas. So she has it and it's hanging up in her house. So that is my, I've done lots of customs. I've done that one. I've done one of the YouTubers of the vaping community that I love. It's in my video of my stash. I've done Sadie, my daughter's dog. I've done one of my mom and my aunt when they were younger, when they lived in Portugal. I've done the one that I'm doing for that wedding. I got another wedding one coming, hopefully soon, because that wedding is like, I don't think I'm going to get it done. There's no way. I'll have to work on it like non-stop. I'm hoping she has it. Hope it came in the last order because I'm not going to get that one done. I'm trying to think of if I have any other customs. I think that's it for the customs. I felt like at one point all I was doing was customs and it was getting kind of dragged a little bit. I did, well, I guess it's kind of like a custom. I did 5 Seconds of Summer for my daughter because that's her favorite band. Yeah. And I already answered that question. If so, what was the picture of? What are the companies that you would never order from? I don't really have one. I have ordered from Hooligan. I know everybody doesn't like Hooligan, but I've had good experience, and the last experience I had with my elephant, it was not that great, but it wasn't terrible. The company I'm doing the custom for, yeah. If I knew the name of that company, I would never buy from them. I wish I did know, to tell you the honest truth. Because I bet you they sell on AliExpress, but I don't know who they are because she won't tell me. Do I seal my canvases? Yes, I do seal my canvases with Mod Podge. I have a video about that. It's in my videos on how I do that. Do I prefer round or square? I like them both. I can do round a lot faster. I can diamond paint around a lot quicker than I can a square. Squares I tend to take a lot of time because I'm picky and I'm getting stuck to my canvas. I'm picky about it. Yeah. How many diamond painting pens do you have? And what are your favorites? Oh yeah, I was gonna pull that out, wasn't I? Rich Crafts, my favorite. I don't have that many, people. Let's see if I can lift the table up for a minute. Sorry guys. See if I can find the other one. Yeah. Sorry about that. So, these are my Rich Craft ones. They're my favorite. And I have one from Rachel Ray. I told you, my diamond painting pens is not a lot. I did have another one and it was like a kangaroo, but my daughter scooped it up. My oldest daughter scooped it up. So yeah, I don't have that one anymore. But these are the three of the only custom diamond painting pens that I own. And I love them all. This one I like from Rachel because it's so light. I love it. And I like it like if I'm on a live or something and I'm on my tablet, I can just tap because the back is, you know, for screens. And that's why I like this one. But this one I tend not to use as much because I like to use my multi-placer. So, but yeah, I have this, I've had this one for like ever. I love it too. I know there's a lot of YouTubers out there that have the same pens as me. But I love his pens. I like the feel of them in my hand. And before this, I was using the clear ones, you know, that you get from the company packages. They're like the clear little pens. That's what I used the majority of before I got these pens. But the reason why I found this, see, I watched Rachel Ray, and I seen Rachel Ray with one. I'm like, oh my God, I love that pen. So I had to get one. It's not exactly like hers, but I got the dark pink one. I thought it was more dark, like in the picture I saw on Facebook. It looked more dark than what it actually really is when you get it in your hand. But yeah, I loved it. Then I went back and I purchased this one. At first it was a shorter one, but it was off-centered, so he sent me a new one. And it's the same size as my old one. Actually, no. It's even longer. Wow, I didn't even know that. It's even longer than my old one. Yeah, it's quite long, but I like it. I like it a lot. Yeah. So those are my diamond painting pens. How do I deal with bubbles, rivers on my canvas? I do the scratch method. So if I see it, of course, you won't see one on this canvas because it's a diamond art club. But if I see one, I just scratch it out. That's actually a good topic for another video. So yeah, look for that one. That one will be coming out because I'm sure I have something over there that has bubbles in it. Do I use a multi-placer? Yes, I do. I only use 3. I enjoy 3. That's all I do. I haven't tried. I tried to use a bigger one. The wax didn't fit well in the pen. So I gave up and I did not try again. The 3 I seem to have down to a science. So the 3 is what I use. I find you have more control of the 3. At first, when I first started diamond painting, I used none. So yeah, now I do. I can't even think of not using it now. And that is that question. What is your favorite multi-placer to use? I answered that one. It's a 3. If you should sit and diamond paint with anybody on YouTube in person, who would that be and why? Oh, ho, ho, ho. That's too hard. That's too hard of a question. Oh my goodness. I told you my top 4. I think it would be any of them I would sit and diamond paint with. Oh. I think, I don't know. All of those ones I would love to diamond paint with. So that is Stitcherisa, Miss Coffee, Rachel Ray, and WIP&CHAT. Those are my 3 top 4 favorites. Any of them I would love to diamond paint with. They are my favorites. everybody's my favorite. Like, let's not say. They're ones that I watch a lot and keep me passionate about my craft. Let's just say that. Because I love everybody. I love everybody's videos. I love you all. I know, starting to talk like you all again. I like you all. What is my favorite reason for diamond painting? It keeps me busy, keeps me out of trouble. I enjoy it so much. It's relaxing. It unstresses me. And I enjoy it immensely. Would I go to a diamond painting retreat? Yes, I would go to a diamond painting retreat. I go to diamond painting workshops all the time in my area. Going to a retreat would be a blast. I would definitely go. I don't care where. I would save up the money and go to it. Do I prefer a thick or thin canvas? I prefer a good quality canvas. I don't, not necessarily thick or thin. I don't like the ones that are so stiff they feel like paper. I don't like them canvases. My favorite canvas of all time is Diamond Art Club. My second favorite that I have purchased is Timmy Arts. So those are my two top favorites, and then probably the Pink Raspberry and Ever Moment are pretty close. They're pretty close to the same thickness. Let's move on to the next question, if I could get back to it. Okay, would I go to retreat? Do I prefer? Yeah. What is my favorite tray to use? My favorite tray to use is this one, but I do have, here I go, I gotta lift my table up again. If I can find it. Yeah, found it. I do have the Archer's Arch tray. I do like it too, but I just find sometimes the sides are too high a little bit for when I'm going fast. When I'm going fast on them. When I'm going fast, see, I hit the side and I drop them all. If I could give them any suggestion on this tray when they make them, is to like not make the sides so high. I think that is why I don't use it as much as I would like, because like, see the height difference in these two? Like, there's a big difference. So yeah, that's why I don't use this one as much. I do use the grinder. I got the tray and the grinder. I don't know where it is right now, but I do use it. And I do like that. And I got the matchy-matchy, because everything's got to be matchy-matchy. So, what is, Have you passed on the diamond painting addiction too? Oh yes. I have gotten my sister Yvette addicted to diamond painting with me. Right now she hasn't been diamond painting as much because she just sold her house and she's moving here, and she's been packing and getting everything done, and she hasn't done any diamond painting. But I'm sure when she comes here, maybe I can get to do a drill with me with her, and then you can get to know my sister, and that will be fun. My sister is totally different than me. We're not the same at all. So I will try to do that. My daughter wants to do one too. My oldest daughter that diamond paints. So I might do one with her at some point too, whenever she comes to town and decides she wants to diamond paint with Mom. We will see. What is your favorite drill color? Oh, I haven't found a favorite yet. I like 550 purple. That is a good one. And I haven't really got a lime green yet, but that's my favorite color, is lime green. So whatever lime green is, that would probably be my favorite color. If I were to diamond paint anywhere in the world, where would it be? I don't really know. I would say somewhere in Europe, because I've always wanted to go to Europe, and I don't see that in my future. But I would love to go. My sister and my sister-in-law and my sister Yvette went to Italy in October. It looks so beautiful. I think I would want to like go diamond paint somewhere like that in Italy or Paris. Yeah, I think that's where I would go. Do I use the light pad? Yes. As you can see, even with my Diamond Art cups, I use a light pad because, I don't know, I think it's habit. It's habit of using it. I think that's why I do it. Do you use a lot of accessories or make do with what is in the kit? No, as you can see, I don't use anything from the kit. I use the stuff that I have purchased separately. Speaking of which, I'm going to throw that one off to the side. Like I said, if they just had these sides a little bit lower, I would like using that a lot more. What is my favorite working storage? I think they mean like my storage systems is my lockables. I love these things. I use them for everything because I usually only work on one project at a time. Right now only have one set of these, of the little like binder book that you get. I am going to go buy another one as soon as Michael's has a 50% coupon. I will be there to buy another one. And oh, my daughter just got up from her Sleeping Beauty state. Storage that I've seen that I want is those Harbor Freight containers. And my sister's in Florida right now. I asked her about it, but they're like, what? Harbor Freight? I've never heard of them. So I don't even know if there's a Harbor Freight in Florida. Maybe Laura can tell me. But I do want them. I'm gonna see, I'm gonna talk to my cousin that lives in Florida today and see if there is one and if she'll go get them for me, and then I'll just give her the money and my sister can bring them back. So let's hope that she can do that for me. We'll have to wait and see. I ain't holding my breath though. What is my favorite tray? My favorite tray is this big one that I bought off of AliExpress, I think for like $1.98. You wait forever for it to come in, maybe 3 to 4 weeks, but it's worth it. Who inspired your channel? Like I said, the 4 people that I love inspire my channel. I hummed and hawed about this channel. Like I said before, I actually wanted to start one when I was vaping, but I never got the courage to do so. And then with diamond painting, I'm thinking, oh, well, you don't really see your face. Like, I could probably do this. And that's how I came about with this channel. Do I cut my cover paper or leave it in whole? Like, yes, you can see I do cut in sections. I am very particular about that. It has to be done. Like, I can't just work in a long section. I can't do it. I've tried. And I just prefer this way. I prefer this way a lot better. What do I do with my extra trays? Right now they're just sitting in a pile on my desk that I have to figure out what I'm going to do with. My wax and my pens, I have them all like in a container, in baggie. I use the wax. I don't have any other type of tacky stuff. I tried to buy, this is another funny story. I went to Michael's and I asked them if they had that sticky tack stuff, like to hang up pictures or whatever, because I've seen people use that before, and all they had were these dots. And I'm like, oh, I don't think the dots will work, right? So I didn't buy it. So then I was at the dollar store and I seen some, and I'm thinking, oh, I'm gonna get it. Yeah, I can't even get it to go onto the pen. So yeah, that was a no show. So I gave it to my daughter. I'm like, here's something for you to hang up your posters with, because they sure ain't working in my diamond painting pens. What is my ultimate dream diamond painting? Oh boy. I really want that one from Diamond Art Club, Mary, did you know? I love that one. I want to do that one. There's so many. Probably anything that's Diamond Art Club would be my ultimate favorite. Good quality. If you're gonna have an ultimate favorite, it's gotta be good quality, whether you could afford it or not. Right? So that's the end of that tag. Wasn't a full hour, pretty close to an hour. My daughter's making noise now in the kitchen because, you know, my house is like a little soapbox. You can hear every little noise anybody does. I'm surprised my dogs aren't getting mad, but I do have them they're in their kennel because they went outside and it was wet, so I don't want their wet feet all over the floors. I have to get them out soon because I don't want to leave them in there all day. And my daughter just woke up, so I guess it's time to wrap up this video because now she's making noise. Whoopsie. Yeah, whoopsie is right. Can you go put that away for Mom?
I'll try.
Because you cleaned up my desk so nice.
Not really.
It looked better than it did before. So yeah, there you have it. That's it for this one. I'm gonna wrap it up at 50 minutes. I'll probably do another whip and chat tomorrow, and then maybe upload it again towards the end of the week when she's at school and you don't hear her in the background. But this is Lizzie Vapes. I hope you liked it. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. If you like, please subscribe to my channel. I'd be tickled pink. And remember, a little dab will do you.